listen over. You a queen when I less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Hey, hey, hey. Girl, you're such a powerful woman.
Hi, my ninjas. How are you doing? It's your girl, Owamie Wajoro, aka Miss Fearful, reporting back for our entertainment. If it's the first time you're doing it, definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I am so love you. And do not forget, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now, my ninjas, today we're going to talk about something that I really honestly just feel like is such a serious topic in this country, right? It's such a serious topic that we need to talk about. I personally just feel like as South Africans, especially as South African women, we're just not angry enough and we've got useless celebrities. Like, I'm not even afraid to say this. Yes, you can come and scold or you can say whatever, but I will explain what I'm actually talking about, right? Yeah, so today, I really honestly am just, not only just disgusted, touched, I'm hurt, I'm really honestly very hurt. I'm really just hurt. I'm hurt. There was a day that Cyril Ramaphosa actually came out and he made a speech and he was saying that there is no man that owns a woman. And I remember literally when I heard him say that, I laughed. I was like, our cupcake, Tibagit cupcake. He obviously maybe still lives in the olden days or something, like where men would ever feel like they own a woman. Up until I went to the comment section and I was shocked. So many men, so many South African men, so many were literally out there on some, oh yeah, even if you marry her, gents, like you don't own her. And I'm like, wait a minute, so you think that if you marry me and you pay lobola, like you own me? Like, what's actually going on? And today I think that let's go ahead and really have a real frank conversation. Because we always talk about how foreigners are bad. Like dating foreigners is horrible. I am one of those that I recently just made an announcement to say I'm not gonna be taking love scammed episodes of people that won't show their faces. Not that I'm not gonna. If you are coming with your story and your face, that's great. But if you're not showing your face, I'm also just not gonna be out there showing my face. So basically, the thing that actually just we talk about is that foreigners will scam you. They will do this. They will do that. But can we now start talking about South African men and how South African men are killing women on a daily basis? Nothing is being done. The government is not even actually saying that, listen, okay, for a while we were like the highest ranking, the most dangerous place for women in the whole entire world, not just in Africa, not just in this continent, all continents combined, anywhere, even in the deepest of the darkest places, South Africa was number one. What does that actually say to you? And most of the women that get killed, they get killed by their spouses. It's not a stranger. Majority of the cases, it's men. If you are dating a South African man, dating, not even married, dating a South African man, and you decide that, listen, I'm dating, he's cheating, I'm also going to just have to start looking for my husband, he finds out he can take your life. You see him, you catch him cheating, and you're like, okay, I think this is not for me. I definitely want to walk away. He can take your life for that. What are we supposed to do as women in this country, guys? Guys, I'm so hurt, hey? The reason why I'm saying that our South African celebrities are very useless, in my personal opinion, especially the women, is that they never really highlight certain stories. I don't know a single celebrity, me, the top of my head, and I don't follow every celebrity, obviously, but I don't remember a single celebrity that actually is very much on, I'm going to use my platform simply just for good. Like, it's not going to just be about me posting about my gigs, about, my new bag, about my new necklace, about my new this and that. It's all about the aesthetic. And obviously I do get that talking about the violence in this country maybe might mess up the celebrities' pages. But if you are a celebrity and whenever you need to be voted for, you need to win an award, you need us to support you so that you can continue to get these brands, your engagement matters a lot. You need us to comment. I feel like there's something you should also give us, Bagit. Like it cannot just be about you showing us your BBL. It just cannot be. You know? If people that have huge platforms made enough noise, trust and believe things in this country can change. And I'm not just talking about the Twitter mob, because I feel like at this point, Twitter is losing its power. They know that the outrage is going to happen today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, it's done. But I'm talking about people that actually have solid platforms, the biggest celebrities that in this country. When it comes to men are the ones that are actually taking our lives. So I don't even expect much from them. But when it comes to women, I'm just like, we are women. We're in this together. Some of you have daughters. What South Africa is actually being created, and this is not even a problem that has to do with anything that has to do with foreigners. You can't even say foreigners this and that. This is our own South African men. Our own. But because the people that have got the big platforms, they're not really talking about serious matters. If it's a post and this, they basically jump into a trendy thing. Then that's when you will see them actually post, like maybe even in their stories. But I won't lie, these days they don't even brush us shame. They make it very clear, could say, I'm just here for my business. I don't care about you. I don't care about, I don't care about whatever is happening in this country. I'm going to just bury my hand in the sand. I'm not going to actually even try to just educate so that even my followers and highlight so that my followers, especially those that are female, will be able to actually know the types of dangers that are actually out there. And it's very sad. It's very, very sad for me. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the reason why today I am so hurt. This is the video. I'm gonna go ahead and post it here, and then I will explain, guys, right after you watch it. So go ahead and watch.
Yeah, ke baring ke munyana na tatola a actang as Mauma or Stimson. This guy utlale bana ba sekolo mola ba banyane. O nyo ba bana ba sekolo dira lotse ka moka. Ke bolela le ngwana o na le 26 years. O monyobile sa le sekolong a ba tšhaba le sekolong. No, ngwanola o try go direla lenyalo mola go nna. That guy a mo shala morago go rumo. Wa ikwishisha. So nah, le baby I was drunk, but I can't mola because I was drunk. I was angry. Ke khale ke di kwalo tša dirang mola mo. Mara a tšhaba go mputša le ngwanela nna there's a time a re a ke fihla mola na no ngala sela ya ga ke putša gore gane gore ya gala gane wa tseba gore damane o mo file tšhalete ene o dirile dilo tše di so o tšhaba gore nna ke tlo di kwa mola. Then more jiki a tla nromela di-message a rapela gore o nyaka go bua.
Okay, G, I really need to go G. What is your plan, madam? Tell me.
So now I'm gonna kill myself as well, the same way I killed that girl.
No.
She didn't deserve it. Lena, I'm gonna kill myself the same way.
No, brother.
I'm telling you.
So
Born.
I'm asking you.
Listen, mama. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. Reality. What people I won't take it there. So what I'm trying to do now. Because you were not there. You must give them the story that you've heard, the story that I told you. Right now, I'm live on Facebook. I'm going to leave it on my page. So, the reason why I'm leaving it live, I want people to learn. How jolly out you go or anything. It does not mean gore motho ya mmereko tshwantse no shala o jolly di extra gago or o robanisha batho mo rumong ya monna gago or boyfriend gago. So that girl because of money o paletše ko go teswara nna ke ile mmerekong yena a šala a robalana le that guy yo na mo ruta ko sekolong ya mo tšhabišitšeng sekolo wa e bona. So nna a di tla go fihla mo ditsebeng tšaka di mfihletse ke le drunk, so ke a ke decide gore wa tsare keng, let's fight. Ke mo hlabile ka thipa molalong a tšwa madi a mantši, ka bona o ka rago ka mo eba mmele ka moo, ka mmotša ka re o robala ka kgotso ke ne ko rata, and it's true. I loved her so much. I thought I was going to marry that girl. That guy every day wa mpona ke dutse le that girl, wa mpona ke tsamaya up and down, a nkemišetša letsogo a ne wa tseba gore yena o busy o robala le ngwana. So this one is a lesson. Gone bjale ke mmolaele ngwanela, ke mo tlogetše mo monyako wa gage, ke mo ngwaletše message gore the same way you used to fuck her when I'm at work, fuck her even now.
So this guy that you guys obviously just saw in the video that you guys saw me actually post, so it's written there, I'm sure you would have read. A man in his 30s has stabbed his girlfriend, who's 24, to death. Thereafter, took his own life after his girlfriend told him she is in a relationship with an educator from Moholo Secondary School. The incident occurred at Gakau Gamashamotane in Limpopo, right? Now, I'm going to go ahead and try to translate for some of you guys that do not understand the language. So basically, this guy is sitting, he's live on Facebook, and he's explaining the story to someone that is actually sitting there. That person that is sitting there is a man. You can hear by the voice that he's a man. So basically what he's saying is that, he basically took his girlfriend's life. She's 24 or was 24, stabbed her to death. May the Lord rest her soul. And he basically says that she was in a relationship, or rather there's this teacher that has been sleeping with her since she was in school, right? And then after that, obviously, he says that he has heard rumors that, she's sleeping with him, or the stuff that would happen, but he left it. So I guess this time, I don't know if she actually told him, and I guess maybe she was breaking up with him, because if you tell your boyfriend that I'm with someone, I guess maybe that's when you do not want to be in that relationship anymore. And so he described how he stabbed her I think he said in the neck, and he said so much blood came out, but he wanted to make sure. So he went on to continue stabbing her. And then after that, he basically then says that he wrote a note to say that the same way that you were coming and sleeping with her whilst I was away, you should come and sleep with her now. Obviously, she's dead, so, that's the first thing. The other thing, again, that I should go ahead and note is that he did give a very, 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 very important description. He basically said, be careful about the guys that stay in the rooms. The guys that stay in the rooms, guys, and I'm so sorry, it's majority of them are poor. So it's either you're in a back room or you are in a shack. You're obviously not in an apartment. He said you should be careful of guys that stay in back rooms, and you guys wanting to sleep with other people when they are out, or maybe at work or whatever. And I really honestly do agree with this guy in that statement alone. I think that we've spoken about this many times. I've said this to you guys. A man that has nothing to lose, or a man that does not have much to lose, is a very dangerous man. This guy, he killed that girl, and then he took his own life. He could have gone and just take his own life without taking her life, but he didn't want that. He wanted to make sure that she was not alive. That's why he said he saw blood, but he still went on to continue to make sure. To make sure. At this point, guys, South Africa is a war zone, and the war is against women. If you are a young girl out there, please do not just date. Yes, I know that you will never know. Every single woman that was killed by a partner, at one point or another, these people said, these people laughed, these people loved each other, these people were very cordial, everything was fine. No woman met the man that took her life and said, this man can take my life, or this man will take my life. They all thought that they were meeting the right person. So it's very important for you to even do your background check before you actually date someone. If this is a guy that's coming to you, but you do not know him, you don't know where he comes from, try find information. Who is he? Where is he from? Do you understand? Especially if it's a South African man. I would rather get scammed money, guys, than someone take my life. So this whole talk that you guys always say every day, look, oh, South Africans, at least, guys, our own men, the things they're doing are disgusting, despicable. And I'm not saying that foreigners are good. No. What I'm simply just saying is that I don't think that now we can even afford to just put foreigners up there and put them as, oh, these are the ones not to date. The ones to date are South Africans. South Africans are doing worse. South Africans are killing. And what is our government doing about it? Nothing. Personally, I don't believe that there's much that is happening. That's my personal opinion. I don't think that they are doing much. I don't think that they are doing much, especially when it comes to gender-based violence, protecting women. Not so long, there's a lady that is a traffic cop. The guy, what did he do? He stabbed her to death. Took a video of her literally dying and sent the video. If that does not show you that they do not fear taking our lives, because our lives right now in South Africa as a woman, it's not considered as much. I don't know what else needs to show. This is a man that literally killed did you see how calm that guy was? It was like he just killed a cat. And now he's just talking about how the cat died. And this is a human being. He's calm. He's talking to a fellow man who, if you listen properly, that man on the other side was not even upset. If anything, I would have understood. They said that guy literally started beating this guy. The community beat the guy to death. I would get it. But the guy still even had time to can go and take his own life. Because the person that is actually, if anything, the guy he was talking to was asking him to not take his life. I really just don't know what is it that we need to do, Shem. And first of all, one thing I can tell you guys is that it is really like discouraging. It really is discouraging, you know. And let me tell you why it's discouraging. It's of the fact that you guys give platform to people that don't care about you. And I'm going to say it today. Majority of you follow people that do not contribute anything whatsoever. If I'm Owamie like this and I try my best to advocate for women, I try my best to do this and that and that, my Instagram still only has 40-something thousand followers. But go to an Instagram of that child that dates old men and does not, she has over 600,000. Your time and efforts are put in places where it's not even returned. And because we keep on giving the wrong people the platform, the wrong people are still going to do their own thing that is not even going to serve us, not even a single day. Please also be intentional about the people you follow, the people you give your platform to. Because and I really honestly, I'm genuinely interested because, guys, as I said, I don't follow every celebrity. I don't see our celebrities really doing much, especially when it comes to GBV. I really don't. You know when you're going to see them, and that is when, like, there's this gorgeous girl. Someone who is viewed as the society standard of beauty. If that girl, Lord forbid, goes and dates sugar daddies and they take her life, trust and believe that's when you will see candles and stuff, because the look of the person that was taken, it fits the aesthetic of their Instagram. That's when they're going to post. A Jim and Jag, they won't. They won't. I really honestly, I'm so hurt. I am so hurt. I cannot imagine being that girl's mother. I cannot imagine being that girl's sister. I just cannot imagine being that girl's friend. And literally a person just senselessly took her life. Went live to actually talk about it, nicely so, and even says, I'm gonna leave it on my, like, if he wanted to take his life, why couldn't he just take his life and leave her out of it? Stay away from broke men. Guys, they are more dangerous, I'm telling you. A man that is not doing much with his life, be very careful. Be very, very careful. Be very careful, I'm telling you. Guys, you'd rather be single and alive. Like, being single has never killed anybody, but many have died in the arms of a man or in the hands of a man. I'm telling you. Yo, I really just don't know. My heart is so painful to a point where I can cry. I don't know her. I never saw a picture. I don't even want to see her picture. But it's just, for me, it's the fact that they don't even fear taking a woman's life in South Africa because they know. If you look at the traffic cop guy, that one that took his I don't know if it's girlfriend or baby mama's life, and then took videos and he didn't even stress. He just took himself to the cops. They arrested him. As you and I, as I'm recording this, I'm sure he's having his dinner in prison. As you guys are watching in the morning, I'm sure he's having his breakfast. It's life as usual. In about 10 years, he will be out. Can still continue with his life. High chances are in 10 years' time, he comes out with even more anger. He meets a woman that does not know what he has done, dates her, and he can even go ahead and continue doing what he has done before. The fact that our country still insists on everyone has a right to life when it's someone that has taken life, I will never get that part. I will never. But one thing I can tell you guys is that if the roles were reversed and it was women that were taking men's lives, trust and believe an action would have already been taken. But because with us as women, we give women platform that don't care. We have women in parliament, but we don't even really know who they are. Because it's not like even when they are in there, they're doing much for us. We're gonna continue in this state. It's very sad. And I know that some of you maybe out there may be sitting and like, oh, well, just don't date. We have so many women that were also killed simply because they said, no, I don't want to give you my numbers. I don't want to be your girlfriend. He will take your life for that. Or I don't want to be your girlfriend. He knows you stay there, you stay in Ekasi. He looks at you, he's like, okay. He plans for you. One day he just sexually assaults you. He takes your virginity. He violates you in the worst way possible. And he knows that in this country especially, even if you go to court, it is going to drag. You get him arrested today. Tomorrow he's out on bail. And now your life is even in more danger because this person actually has access to you. You're not staying in an estate where there's 24-hour security. You don't have a car wherein when you get out, you can be able to lock your doors and drive out. So it means that you're staying in a house where there's no 24-hour security. You still need to go and buy bread. You still need to go. You still need to leave. There are many women, guys, that were sexually assaulted and they did not report, not because they didn't want to, but because they were afraid of it, because they know the law is failing us. I don't know, hey? I really don't know. I just wish people with bigger platforms could make enough noise that even us with smaller platforms would also join in, add on. And it can be something that at least the government can hear us because, guys, this cannot continue happening like this. It cannot. Because even if this guy had decided not to take his life, he was still going to be alive in jail eating. I don't know. I really do not know. But if you guys are actually not catching on the fact that Men are killing women like animals and they don't even care anymore. They're not even touched anymore. They're not even afraid anymore. I don't even know, guys. I really do not. One thing I can tell you is that I remember growing up in Venda and every child belonged to everyone. So even if you were or if you were old, I would call you Mkulu. If you are a woman, I'll call you Gogo, because every child belonged to everyone. If you are of I was still young. Obviously, you're a guy. I would call you Malume. You could never sit down and discuss with another man that you just took a woman's life, and he would be there pleading with you not to take your life. And I think one of the most scariest things, and I want you guys to actually check this, just go to TikTok or go to Twitter or any platform, even Instagram, and go to a point where, or Facebook, right? And go to a page where, or there's a video or a post that is talking about how maybe a woman cheated and the man took her life. And you will be so disgusted by the comments that you see. Oh my gosh, you will be disgusted. It will be something that you will not believe yourself. They will be saying, no, now I understand him, Shem. No, women should also stop because men are very emotional. A man is sensitive. You can't do that to a man. Men cheat on women every day on a daily basis. As I'm talking here, there's over 1 million men cheating as we speak. But women are not taking men's lives. And not because women could not. That's the part. Because you're gonna cheat and come home and still eat my food. If I wanted to take your life, I would. But the way South African men are also so spoiled by our society, they feel like their emotions, they should be governed by their emotions to a point of actually taking someone's life. I am disgusted. I am disgusted to the last level. We're foreigners in this country, guys. We're foreign men here. For foreigners to be afraid to can do anything to us, it should be because of our men. Because we are weaker than men. And I'm not just talking about like when you're dating a foreigner. No. If you go to someone's house and they crap in the sitting room, even though when at home you used to go to the toilet, you will start crapping in the sitting room because that's the norm of this house. So when our South African men keep gutting and killing South African women, what message are they sending to foreigners? Most statistics in this country is a South African man that is killing a South African woman. It's not a foreigner that is killing a South African woman. And the highest statistic is the poor men on the poor spectrum. And when you're a woman and you say, stay away from broke guys, stay away from men that have not made it. He killed this lady because she was dating a teacher. If this guy was an engineer, I doubt he would have killed her. But when he feels that, a teacher makes so much, how much is he making? To a point where he couldn't feel like there was something he could, like his ego was so bruised. To a point where not only did he stabbed her with the intention of actually taking her life. I really don't know, guys. I really don't know. But I know some of you maybe may attack me for one thing or another. I don't care. But please be safe. That's all I can say. Please be very safe. Be very safe. And be very careful. Be very careful. It's really bad out there. There's so many cases that don't even make it to social media, that don't make it like to papers and stuff. But this is something that happens almost on a daily basis. They feel like they own us. And the other aspect again that I've also seen is that I recently just saw that with the stories that have been coming out, it does seem like men that actually are in the law official side, these days, they use their guns from work. please make your background checks before you date. Some of these people are deadly. And don't take what a man says as a joke. If he can ever say, nah, I would kill you, please don't take that light. He would. Yeah. And I think that is very important also, guys. There's nothing wrong with you going to a public hospital and actually saying, hey, can I please have the psychologist? Go to the psychologist side, drag that guy that you want to get into a relationship with, and ask the psychologist to actually talk to this guy. Let a psychologist have an interview with both of you. Maybe a psychologist will pick something up that when you can't. If he's not willing to, then he's not for you, then you keep it moving. Because guys, please be careful. Please be careful. You know, when I was young, I used to find guys that were hot-headed, very sexy. I used to find guys that are aggressive, But I got to a point where I realized that a kind man is actually a lot better, hey? Someone whose head is not hot. Someone who can control their emotions. A man that cannot control their emotions is a very dangerous person, because that person has got the strength but is dumb cop here. So please, guys, please just be very careful. This for me is just a lot. It's a lot. But anyway, ninjas, I love you guys. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.